Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our virtual back to school night. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Miss Spero, and I'm the art teacher here in Little Falls School number 2 and School number 3. I have been in this district since 2014, and I am thrilled to be teaching back in person again. I love being in this district. I love working with the students and families here and helping them create masterpieces. And we are going to talk a little bit about what art class in the year 2021 looks like. So I'm going to keep this brief and I'm going to let you know all the important things that I think you parents should know about art this year. And I think the number one important thing we need to talk about is how will art be safe this year? Okay, so safety is a really big concern of mine. I want to keep everybody safe. We are going to be participating in art class in person. Students will be using a lot of their own supplies. Every once in a while, they will be using my supplies. I do want to tell everybody that the supplies that we're going to be using that belong to me in the art room are only going to be handled by one student per day. So for example, if we are painting that day, one student will get a brush. At the end of class, that brush will go into a big bucket and no other student will touch that brush. It will lay in that bucket until the end of the day when I will go and clean all those brushes and sanitize all those brushes, and then those will be fresh for the next day. So we are going to be making sure everybody is clean and safe this year in art. Now, because we are taking our cleanliness precautions, there are two things that I'm going to request that every student can bring in. If you can, I would really, really appreciate if each student could bring in a pack of baby wipes just to help keep everybody's individual area clean and safe without having to share different supplies. And also an old shirt or an apron to use as a smock. Art can be a little bit messy, and in the past, I would have one big bag of smocks that all the different classes in the school would share, right? But because we are being hygienic this year, we can't do that. So I'm going to ask for everybody to please send their child in as soon as you can with just an old, again, shirt, button-down shirt, t-shirt, apron works really well. Whatever you can find that your child can somewhat easily take on and off so that they can protect their clothes when we're making contained messes in art class. And I did send this letter home. You'll notice my email is on there. So if you have a question about that, please feel free to email me about that. So my School 2 friends, that's really all the information that I wanted to share. If you have any questions, again, please reach out. My email is on the bottom and I'll put it in the link below. My School 3 friends, I do want to just tell you, if your child is in School 3, I did want to show you a little bit about Google Classroom. Since starting in 3rd grade, all of the students use Google Classroom in art just to help them with their creativity and organization. So each student will join Google Classroom when they come to art, and then on their Chromebook, they'll access my virtual classroom. So the rules each day will change, the I can statements, the objectives, and students also get a choice of what it is they want to work on, because I realize that each student has their own interest, each student has their own preferences, and some students might want something that's a little more challenging. So for this interface, they'll go into Google Classroom during their art class. There's no homework, it's all during art class. They'll go on and then they will click on and choose what it is that they want to draw. And this is a way to get them to be more independent, more student-led. I'm in the room, I'm helping them and facilitating, but they are clicking and choosing the instructions that they want to follow. And this is our couple weeks, our first one, we're just drawing woodland animals, getting used to it. So that's what you're seeing here. And that is something that I wanted to share with everybody, just what we're going to be doing a little bit this year. We're going to be using paint this year. We're going to be using collage, glue, all those really fun art supplies. So again, I'm really excited to be pushing into the classroom. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we make together this year. Have a great night, everybody.